If you're here for goofs and gaffs, have a listen and have a laugh. These four schmoes here run the show. It's JKT Radio.
Hi guys, welcome back to JKT Gaming. I'm your host, just the most is enough for a bun. I've got a French fry.
JKT Gaming?
We're gonna ignore that.
Yep, we're just gonna keep going.
We're gonna keep going. We're gonna ignore that. I got a French fry though, so yeah, I'm your host, just the most is enough for a bun, and we're going to be. If you are now you are now obligated.
Oh no.
For your life.
Oh boy.
That once a day, you have to have a fast food item from any, so if you pick McDonald's, you have to have McDonald's once a day. Doesn't matter what you have from the menu. You can have a milkshake.
My stomach would not survive.
Yeah. Which fast food place are you? I love you. I love you too. Assuming no health barriers, you will not die from cholesterol or whatever horrible substances in 90% of the ground beef burgers, or veggie burgers for McBride. What fast food restaurant are you now stuck eating once a day every day? I'm picking Wendy's.
Fuck.
So Wendy's.
It's
I'd
gonna
probably
be
go
mine.
Timmy's, probably.
Yeah, Timmy's is got a good variety. Good job. Good.
I worked there long enough I can tolerate it.
That's fair. McBride.
I was gonna say Timmy's.
You can both do Timmy's.
I feel like we can.
Does Subway count?
Subway's counts. Subway's
Okay.
fast food.
You guys get to Google, I don't. Therefore, I get to be first sometimes.
Who said I got to Google? I have it up,
No.
but I can't type. I have a laptop in front of me.
Well, normally, but you guys had the opportunity to Google because you guys are second.
You
I was
mean
gonna
third.
say, actually, okay, if Wendy's isn't on the table, although the implication is that we can pick whatever fast food chain
Yeah,
we want, regardless.
but you don't have
So
to.
like, I would say Wendy's. However, for the sake of variety, as it is the spice of life, my second choice would probably be A&W.
I would. Oh, man. Every time I've gone to A&W and had their breakfast, I've been sick the day of or the next day.
Well, I don't have their breakfast.
Yeah, I've
That
heard
sounds like-
horror
that sounds like a
stories of their
skill issue.
breakfasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, do not. I'm sorry, A&W, but I will not eat your breakfast again. You completely ruined my idea of food.
There goes that A&W.
Yep.
There goes that sponsorship.
Yep.
They
Eh,
wouldn't sponsor us. We swear too much.
that is
Yeah.
true. That is very true.
Also, I know their secrets. I know their secrets.
Should I feel threatened? I feel threatened somehow.
You should always feel threatened.
I mean, yeah, that's true. McBride, your turn. You didn't go.
They
I
they
did.
pick Subway.
I said Subway.
Yeah.
Oh, you did. Right, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm stupid.
Devin goes last.
Yeah.
And he chose
I-
for some
A&W,
reason I thought we
which
went out
led
of
to the
order.
A&W debacle.
Right, yes. I am aware of things. I am paying attention. Totally.
You good? You good?
Yes, I'm good.
We're all caught up.
Are we sure?
Big.
All right. Right. Guys,
Oh,
you want some lovely adventures of me during a convention?
Oh,
Yes.
boy.
Oh yes,
Oh,
yes,
long-
right.
We got
Nice.
a little bit of that yesterday during D&D, but I feel like there's more. Oh, and I have cat.
Kiki.
Aw.
My cat moved. Oh, Devin's got full on cat.
Yes.
At least she can keep her hat for now.
So there are two things. I think the favorite thing that happened. So, to explain the layout of Vancouver Fan Expo, it's essentially the entrance. The main stage is across from the entrance in the same room, by the way. Then you can go to the left. And then you'll see the food court area, which is just there's two this time. There's 2 food stalls. And a lot of chairs. That are never enough. Yes, there's the
No.
donuts and lemonade stand, and then the actual food stand. These are 2 separate lines.
Yeah, that's right. I remember, because it's the same way as some of the others.
I will say the donut stand only takes like 2 minutes to go through the entire line.
Just eat donuts.
Literally,
Yeah.
the amount of people that were just surviving off donuts is ridiculous. And even on day one, when me and my brother were just sitting down to like have a sitting break, some guys like, I can't finish these. You guys want some donuts? And just left us the rest of his donuts.
Wow.
Then we just looked at each other like, free donuts.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, yeah. Are they the mini donuts too?
They were the mini donuts.
Good.
I mean, so go to the left, you'll have that seating area. You'll have your main vendors. On the right wall, you'll have all your autograph people and the photo ops. And then the entire back half of the entire hall, this is one big room that's separated by some Foley walls, if any Foley walls.
Yeah. No, it's been like that
It's
for the past
10
5
years?
to 8 years.
Long time. There's been like
And
one or
it's-
two random years in between where they rent out actual proper halls in the upstairs floors, but they
In the
usually
upstairs
don't.
floors, they usually don't.
They do
They're-
once in a while, like once every 4 years.
Yeah.
It's like an Olympic situation.
I'm pretty sure that is one of the reasons for the lack of like really big name people.
We did
Is-
have a few big name people.
We had
this
some
year.
big names this year.
Yeah.
They seemed to like they had like Elijah Wood was there. Who else
They
was
had-
there?
They had some of the cast of the new Avatar series. Uncle Iroh
Yes.
was there. Danny Trejo was there, which is who I went to go see. Danny Trejo?
He's
Never
a
been-
mainstay.
Not in Vancouver.
Oh, he absolutely has been to Vancouver
It's just the
before.
first time I've seen him at the convention in
You
Vancouver.
stupid
He's been to
bitch.
Vancouver, but he's never been to the convention at Vancouver.
That's weird because he's always at the Calgary one.
Oh yeah,
Been there
he's
every
like-
year.
The Calgary one's nice.
Yeah, that's true.
which is funny
That's
because
the
they
thing about Calgary.
yeah.
The only nice thing about
I don't, and the thing is, I don't get why Calgary of all places has the better convention circuit versus Vancouver. It just feels odd.
it
Vancouver-
feels illegal somehow.
Is cramped. Calgary, open.
Yeah,
That's the main problem there. Cramp. Open.
it just
Oh, yeah.
feels like you'd think the Calgary Expo would be a smaller venue, but
You wouldn't think there'd be so. And also, Calgary. No, Calgary is cramped.
oh yeah, Calgary is absolutely cramped.
I meant,
Like, holy
as
shit.
like a as
As a
whole
city.
city of Calgary,
Population wise,
Yeah.
Spread out.
wise, yeah.
not literally on top of each other 24/7. We have an entire underground system downtown that holds a mall and several destroyed tunnels that used to hold housing.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
sorry. We what now?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're Gotham City.
we are literally ruins on top of ruins of ruins. Did you not know that about downtown?
No. What?
There's an entire mall
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah,
There was housing down there at one point, and it's been destroyed because it collapsed. It collapsed. It actually collapsed.
I don't care. It's houses.
well, not
Well-
anymore.
No, they were like apartments underground.
Yes, and there's not enough houses here. Give them back.
Yeah, they
welcome
moved
to my
them.
crib. You have to crawl through a 20-foot tunnel.
Yep.
But hey, the rent's cheap.
Yeah, that's where they did some bad things down there, but it's there. It still exists. You can get into a lot of those catacombs still. It's there.
Whether you should is a
You
different.
should not be going down there.
Yeah.
You can go to the mall. The mall's still open. It's still there. It still exists. There's an Apple store down there. I only know that because I've had to go to that single Apple store like 50 times.
What the fuck is this?
Well, that's on you for getting Apple products.
No, that's on my grandmother when she wanted a phone.
Oh.
Only would use Apple products, and it's Kira, fix my phone.
Fair.
You
Yeah.
cannot fix it.
Meanwhile,
Apple.
we're just
Apple
gonna
wants you to
ignore
buy.
This one here.
No, you can't see it.
Which is why I have
You-
the sticker on it now.
That's what the sticker's for. That's what the sticker's for. But yeah,
Apple's
So-
not bad for creative types, but
it's good. It's because it's got licensing to be the only ones to use certain programs it created.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's about the only thing it's good for.
And it indoctrinates children by donating their Macs into schools and making them use Macs.
It's so weird that schools now have like laptops that people just can use.
Yeah. Anyway, so when me and my brother go down to Artist Alley, which is like half the convention, that's pretty much all of your shopping. It's very expensive, very cool. I got some very nice things. But we're walking around, and we're trying to look at as many of the booths that fall as possible because we go every day. all 3 days. So we have created, well, we follow the rule that many people use of we don't buy anything on the first day unless it's super important. And we shop the next 2 days. We look at everything first. Because some of them you'll see like the same thing on like 4 different stands, and one of them will have 50, one of them will be like $20, and there's some guy in the corner selling the exact same thing for $5.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why you look at everything first. Which did happen, by the way.
Oh, I believe it.
But we're walking up, and there's people that do the little crochet things. There's one stand that specifically does Pokemon crochet. And I walk by these little old ladies every year. And every time I walk by them, even on day 1, they always have sold my son. Every other time I've gone. They only make 1 or 2 of him because he's got too many triangles. And we turn, and they've got one of the big booths that are like standing in the front of an aisle. So like you walk down the aisle and you see it. And I just see him, and he's standing there. And I screamed my son, and I ran.
I'm sorry, which one's your son again?
My son.
Totodile?
He's my Totodile. My son. I just yelled my son and I ran up to him. In heels and boots with no shirt on.
Well, you have a something on.
I have a scarf
you
and
were
a bra.
cosplaying Morgan.
Yeah, it's not a shirt though.
It's a
Yeah, it's
scarf
not
and a
shirt.
bra. And these poor ladies, we had a full conversation. It was not.
I just remembered. No, it's fucking February.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
February.
It's
I was thinking
fucking
suddenly
cold.
because we're talking about conventions. I was thinking, oh, it's April. I'm like, nope, that's later.
Yeah.
That's the Calgary time.
Yeah, I ran, I picked him up, my brother's just slowly walking behind me. And then I'm holding him, and the ladies just stopped their conversation and looked at me, and I'm like, how much is my son? And they just put their hands out, and they're like, I will hold your son, how much is the son? They just went with it.
I want to see my little boy.
They're like,
Here he comes.
Convention. They're gonna go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
and they're like, your son is $40. I'm like, I will pay $40 for my son.
I
This
don't
is
know
acceptable.
exactly what to expect yet for Calgary. All I know is that we know Neil Newbin from Baldur's Gate 3 is going to be there. I
saw
will
him.
be...
He was at Fan Expo Vancouver as well.
He was?
Yeah, he was, which is like that's what I was saying. It's surprising they got good people.
Yeah, good people.
But all I know is that me and Chris will have to meet him because Asterion, and I will have to wear my I can fix him shirt with Asterion on it.
Please, yeah.
It has to happen. It just has to.
Yeah.
My dad was I asked my dad for like my dad was like asking me, he's like, what do you want for like Christmas and like birthday? And I was like, I know I really want the I can fix him shirt, but with Asterion on it. And my dad, who has no context as to what Baldur's Gate 3 is or anything, he was like, did I get you the right shirt? And I was like, you absolutely did. He's like, yeah, I was a bit confused. And I was like, I just need you to know this is for me. This is not just like a thing for Chris. This is for me. And also for Chris, but like...
I love your dad sometimes because it's just hilarious. These poor
Oh,
situations this man is in. I just love it.
Oh yeah, do you want to like the I had a friend who I used to work with who does art and commission and fan art and stuff, and she did not like an explicit
The spicy one.
drawing of Garrus from Mass Effect, but like a vaguely he was eating a popsicle.
It was spicy.
It was spicy. And that was how my dad discovered that the internet is horny for Garrus and not just like wants him to be their best friend. Because my dad, like Garrus is his bro. He's my dad's virtual bro. They are bros, and they will be bros for life.
Bros, chilling in the
On the hot tub.
But my dad also, like, when he started playing Mass Effect 3, back when Mass Effect started to get like actually gay, my dad would like ask me, he's like, okay, how do I like become friends with Steve Cortez and but I don't want to make it look like I'm trying to romance him. I don't want to make it look like I'm trying to romance him. I'm like, Dad, you can be friends with him without romancing him, Dad. It's fine. There is no difference. But he was so like, I was like, I just don't want to like, send like mixed signals. I don't want him to think I'm like trying to romance him. I'm like, Dad, it's fine.
Oh.
Aww. And this was why your dad can be such a cute little cinnamon roll sometimes. I love it.
Well, that's a phrase that has been used now to
That
describe my
that
father.
is a phrase.
Yeah, it's certainly a thing that was said currently.
I mean, I love my dad. He's great, but
so I said sometimes.
please don't describe him as please don't describe him as a
Don't turn
cinnamon
his
roll.
dad into a wooby.
Don't turn him into a blorbo.
Like, do not blorbify people's dads.
It's great because I know if he ever saw this, he wouldn't even know what we were talking about. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, the other adventure is, I think I did post the picture somewhere of the adorable little child I saw. We cannot post that because that is someone's kid. But basically, it was like a toddler dressed up as Sam from Lord of the Rings as a Widow Hobbit is.
Oh.
Chris is dead. Long live Chris.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Chris. Godspeed.
Godspeed, Spider-Man.
Godspeed. But day 2 adventure, I was so fucking tired. Also, they stole my they confiscated my stick, by the way.
Oh no.
Devin, speak.
How dare they?
I'm here.
He's there.
Okay, I saw their mouth move and no sound. I was scared.
So they confiscated your I can't speak.
Sound it out.
They confiscated your stick.
So, like, you can kind of see my stick right now. It's there. It is a solid piece of wood. It is a solid piece of birch wood, though.
The computer crashed.
We know.
Yep,
You're
take
okay.
your time.
You keep working on it. You come back when you can.
Okay, I'm jumping in a second when I can.
Yeah, so I went up to prop check. I've never had a problem with this stick before. It is birch. If you bend it over your knee too hard, it will break in half. It's birch. It's going to hurt the stick more than it hurts a human I hit it with.
Mm-hmm.
Humans should be more aware of my goddamn foot in their ass. This is also a convention where you can buy a real ash sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought a sword from there once.
I bought a sword from there. I was looking at people walking around.
I shouldn't have, but I did.
I didn't this year. Yeah, so they confiscated my stick with the saying that it's solid wood, I can't have it. And I was a little salty, but I said okay. Same day walking around, we saw 4 other people with solid wood sticks that were larger than mine. Mine's only a little over 5 feet.
Yep.
Yeah.
And not having metal on it. Theirs had metal on it. Mine is just a stick.
Yeah.
Everyone we told about that got really mad that they took my stick away. They're like, shouldn't you have a staff? I'm like, yeah, they took it away. But why? We said that, but why? And we walked by Gandalf.
Yep.
We're just like, the fuck? So yeah, day 2, I was so fucking tired and so dead. I was in bed and my brother just kind of turns on the light and he's like, we need to do your makeup. I'm like, no. And he's like, we need to do your makeup. I was like, no, I'm gonna be Tigger. And I just rolled over and I grabbed my onesie. And I went as Tigger. I walked around as Tigger. And nobody recognized me day 1 as Morrigan. Day 2, in a onesie as Tigger, I actually had someone scream, get super excited. It's like, can I have a picture with you, Tigger? And I'm like, I'm in my fucking pajamas. But okay. Do you want a hug? I will give you a hug. If you were nice and you ask, I'll give you a hug. And they just got so excited they could hug Tigger. Like,
That's
okay.
really cute.
This was not a child.
Yeah.
This was a full grown, probably older than I was person.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
At least you didn't do what I did when I cosplayed.
What did you do?
Have I told this story on the podcast before?
I don't remember.
I probably have, but it's been long enough.
It's been long enough, exactly.
It's been long enough. nobody's watching our podcast like a serial TV.
I think there's one person who does that, and I love them. I love you, random
Godspeed.
person.
So when I went to the Vancouver Expo one time, I was like, okay, I'm gonna cosplay this year. What can I cosplay that's not gonna like completely ruin me, and my bank account? And I realized I could be Daredevil.
I remember that.
So I decided to dress up as like the pre-armor version of Daredevil, where he's just got the sheet over his face or whatever the fuck it is. The half hood that goes over his eyes.
Oh
because he's blind.
yeah.
In hindsight, terrible fucking idea to go as a character who is blind. Because it meant that I would be walking around and I would just have this thing over my face, and the fabric was thin enough I could vaguely see out of it, but not well. I couldn't see all of the stuff that was going on around the convention, so I had to constantly just be like, and so then some people did recognize me, which was cool, but I was like, man, if I ever cosplay again, I need my eyeballs.
Need to see.
Mm-hmm.
My rules of cosplay. Need to see. You need to have the ability to either stay cool or stay hot, one or the other. Because, fuck, it can get really hot, and it's usually really cold outside. We didn't have that problem this year because they had all the AC on in February. There was poor little people in their booths freezing to death because they were under the AC units.
Jesus. I can't tell if that's better or worse than having a fucking, having everything be warm.
I was cold the whole time. Even in the tier ones, it was kind of cold the whole time. Oh yeah, we also got to see Danny Trejo shirtless, which was very weird.
Oh yeah, because he has a big tattoo covering his whole body.
Yeah, it was just the chest one we saw.
Yeah.
And someone was mentioning it in the panel, so as he was leaving, he just kind of stopped and he just raised his shirt so we could all see it. And just like back and walked away. So,
Nice.
That happened.
Danny Trejo was walking around when we went to Calgary last year. He walked right past us. He wanted to see the convention stuff.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck.
No, he just had like a security guard with him, and he was just walking around, just be like, "Hey."
I didn't see him walking around. Supposedly he was, but he does have a lady with him because I don't think he can hear very well anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, that. You've made it this far. This is allowed.
Yeah.
This is.
Oh no, it's awesome. And the thing is, like, half the people don't actually don't process the fact that it's Danny Trejo's right there. It took me a few seconds to look over there. I'm like, that's not actually fucking Danny Trejo who's right next to me. You don't normally compute if like a real famous, recognizably famous person's going to be like right beside you. It takes you a second to be like,
shouldn't be.
And you're just thinking, that's just a person who looks a lot like Danny Trejo.
It's not actually Danny Trejo. Oh, it is actually Danny Trejo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just fun. Also, I got, besides my son, I got a thing. This is a fun thing.
Yes.
Okay.
I got the wrong one, we noticed. This one says Barbarian on it, and though it can't see it in the camera, I thought I grabbed the plain purple one. I could not read when I was grabbing this. It is a dice tower.
I remember seeing those on like TikTok.
But. No, there's a but.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yes. We've got some, not the same, but it's a little similar.
And isn't it like the handle is where you can like put your dice for storage as well?
No, this one doesn't open.
Oh, okay.
It's very light. It's super hollow.
Well, yeah, it's all 3D printed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is probably, besides my son, one of my favorite things I bought this year. Bought a lot of dice too.
Nice.
Because I'm a horrible human being with my money. I did set a limit. I set a limit of $200 a day. Max. And then I let it carry over to the next day. So I would try not to spend over $600. But on the last day, a lot of the booths make little blind bags. And they shove some of their stockings. They don't want to bring it home.
Yeah.
So we went, my brother were like, blind bag, and blind bag, and of the 4 we bought, only the last one we bought was not worth it. We got one with an actual, like, goat horn mug.
Oh, shit. There you go.
Damn, that's not bad.
As I said, actually, if we went back and looked at some of the prices, and we're like, we made back our money on everything except the last bag.
Yeah.
That was the most expensive bag.
Yeah.
It's not bad at all, actually.
Yeah, like, this was the most expensive bag. We should have known because it's a shitty plastic Ziploc, looks like it's pre-made sealed bag.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We should have known better.
Ah, well.
The most suspicious one still was not. The most suspicious one looked like a little lunch bag that had been stapled closed. But that's where we got the goat horn mug from.
Oh, lovely.
And we got a quest. We got a quest.
Oh.
Yeah, that mystery bag had a quest in it. And I still have the quest item because we couldn't find the booth to hand the quest in.
Oh,
we went
no.
back to the guy and we're like, so we got a quest. He was like, yeah. I was like, is it here though? And he's like, no, it's not this booth. I'm like, no. Is it here in the convention? He's like, it should be. We're like, it should be? He's like, it should be. I was like, oh, that's not reassuring.
Oh, dear.
I've got some bad news.
All of your recordings are gone. You don't exist, and your voice is just now recording now.
Somewhat. It says it auto-saved. Did not auto-save anything. I've got nothing and have to start again.
See, this is the glory of me recording my desktop audio, so your audio beforehand is saved. It's okay.
It still exists.
Huzzah!
Are you recording now?
Just
Not
start
yet, I'm
recording
already
from now, and I can sync it up. It's okay.
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 Oh, shit. Hold on.
It's
See,
fine.
the light changes. There's literally nothing to
This
save.
is why we do backups of
This
of things.
This is why we
Yep.
fixed it. We know what we're doing now,
Yeah.
kind of. Except
It's-
when Zelda's a bitch. Then we don't know what
Sakes.
we're doing.
Hold on. It's frozen again.
Goodbye, Chris.
I've got literally nothing open except Discord and...
No, it's the Wi-Fi in the bedroom. It's fucking garbage.
Hey, Garbo.
It's
Yeah.
really bad.
I know how that
I hope
feels.
it saved. I hope it saved some of my art project too. But
Oh no.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I had saved semi recently, but yeah.
Eh.
Okay, I'm ready to resync, I guess.
Well, just start talking, and then I can sync it up from there.
You're syncing up already.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
This is all being recorded. This is
Yeah.
all still quote unquote live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fucking sucks.
Yeah,
We're only
well,
allowed so many fucks a day.
I got none left to give.
Exactly.
Gone to
I think I got one or
shopping,
two
but there's
kicking
no
around
fucks
somewhere.
left to buy.
Yes. So what was I? So you guys know what Extra Life is?
No.
Really?
It is.
I feel like I've heard
is
of
a-
that.
It's a charity that of gamers for gamers. So like it's usually you'll see giant live streams or board game events, and all proceeds go to providing fun entertainment like board games and video games to kids in hospitals. From my
Okay.
understanding, I've always seen it to go to kids to hospitals.
Yeah.
It might be for also underprivileged, but I don't know. So we figured out that's where the quest item is supposed to go. It's supposed to go to an Extra Life booth. We scoured everywhere. We were asking booths, we were asking people. We had the most helpful thing we had is we found an older couple. We were asking them if they've seen it or if they've heard of it. Nobody else was looking for this quest. I don't think anyone else noticed this quest item because it was really tiny. It was a piece of paper.
Oh, jeez.
It was like a printed out Magic the Gathering card that was like this big,
Yeah.
Oh.
which I think it was fucking tiny.
Damn.
And we looked at it, and the card actually, because it's built like a Magic card, says a wrapped art package or something. It made it sound like a picture, and it looks like a wrapped art canvas. And they're like, maybe it's an artist alley where all the comic book artists are. So me and Vince walk back down there, every single booth looking for the little Extra Life symbol or Extra Life or anything with those words in it, because it's the Extra Life Guild, technically, is the full title. Nothing. It's not in the directory. It's not on the website. It's not on the list of booths, but half of the booths that are there are not on the list of booths. I'm so mad. So fucking mad. I was so excited that I got a quest. And I couldn't do it.
Couldn't finish it.
I was tempted to go to him I should have gone back to him on the last day. When I can't finish your quest. Should have gone back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
I feel like I'm going to sneeze.
Oh,
Not
dear.
sneeze.
We'll try my best not to sneeze.
Stop it.
I'm sick. I'm sick. Oh, I think
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I've been having
I found it.
an eventful week. I got the fucking flu.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
I was
a
literally
rough
the entirety of last
You
week.
died.
It was bad. Like, it was really bad. I got sick. I think it was Sunday.
Yeah, it started to come down with it Sunday.
I
You
started
mentioned
coming down with it
Sunday.
Sunday, and I was. And granted, Monday was a holiday.
Sat.
It's a
Yes,
stat
yeah.
holiday. I was, however, ignoring the stat holiday for a second, I was off work from Monday to Thursday.
Yeah.
Damn.
I was out all week.
Damn.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
were an icky.
Yeah. Like, I'm still, like, recovering from it now.
Oh, yeah, you really died. Also,
Yeah.
there it is. I don't think it will focus, but
Oh, I see it a little bit.
Yeah, I
Yeah, a
kind of
little
see
bit.
it.
it says packed up painting. That's what it was.
Hmm.
And then it's quest item: return to the Extra Life Guild to complete the mission. All that builds up, and we don't even see good Dr. Good Bear Boo, which magic cards have little quotes on the bottom usually, which that's supposed to be. Couldn't fucking find it.
All that build up and you don't even get to see. Maybe that was a joke.
Yeah, I couldn't find anything to do with like someone named Dr. Good Bear unless it was a reference to a comic I didn't know.
Oh,
That is the-
yeah.
Best guess I could have. Like, everyone we asked did nothing about this quest. So salty. I'm keeping this.
No, yeah,
And if I
absolutely
ever
should.
see an Extra Life Guild again, I'm going to hand them this ticket and go, it's been 84
I
years.
was gonna say it.
But I
It's
finished
like
my
years
quest.
later. It's like I've
Dr.
been
Goodbear
carrying
has
this.
Dr. Goodbear has something to do with like the Children's Hospital Foundation of Manitoba.
Yeah, so Extra Life Guild, as I said, I'm pretty sure it's games for hospitals.
Yeah, it's specifically just Dr. Goodbear is specifically associated with the Children's Hospital Foundation for Manitoba.
There we go. Too bad they weren't there. The amount of times I circled the charity event, which was 90% the 401 Legion?
Oh,
Yeah.
501st Legion?
The
Yeah, yeah.
501st?
401 is a highway in Ontario.
I picked the wrong first number, but I got the 01. Yes, 'cause that's where all the charities were. I circled them so many times. The amount of times they asked me if I wanted to blast a stormtrooper for charity got annoying.
And you didn't?
But it was... I did
It's
not.
Kira. She doesn't care about Star Wars.
Yeah, but
Also,
you
3
still
times
had
when
the
they
option to blast a stormtrooper.
They asked me, but
Anybody
4 of the
does.
5 times they asked me, the stormtrooper wasn't even there.
Oh.
Well, then who are you going to blast?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
So anyway, I
That's kinda
started blasting.
I just stopped and I looked. I'm like, they're not even there.
Yeah,
Not
that's
even
odd
there.
timing.
Oh,
It was a real inopportune time to ask you that question.
4 times.
Hey, do you want to blast the space Nazi?
I am the space
I mean-
Nazi.
I hope not.
Part of the stormtroopers, they're all space Nazis.
I mean, yes.
So why give me a gun to blast the man giving me a gun? Why would you give someone a gun and say, shoot me?
Suspension of disbelief.
It's for charity.
It's a charity. They all dress up like stormtroopers.
We're all stormtroopers here. Yeah. So many stormtroopers. A lot of Ghostbusters, too.
Yeah, Ghostbusters has a similar thing to the 501st, like a charity thing where they all dress up as Ghostbusters.
And then the new Ghostbusters movie is coming out again soon, so...
Oh, that's right, it is.
Mm-hmm. That didn't
forgot.
Help. I watched the trailer 4 times.
I forgot Ghostbusters was coming out because my brain will not unfocus on Dune.
Unless it's Final Fantasy. Look, this week is going to be a fucking crazy week. Oh god,
in the span of 2
Dune...
days.
Oh no.
Dune comes out the day after Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes out.
That's right. Because you want to go see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll pass. Did you see the popcorn bucket for Dune and how
I
did. Yes.
I hate that.
It's the worst, but I love it.
Very well aware of it.
I don't think that's something we'll get up here, though.
Probably not, and probably for the best.
There are so many memes of like people doing unmentionable things to that bucket.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Look at that thing.
Yeah, it's got teeth.
That's a lot of teeth.
Let's call it teeth.
Unfortunately, like, I know there are other members of our friend group who are, like, definitely interested in Dune. I know Kira and McBride are not one of them, so...
I wasn't until I had to watch it.
I kind of dragged Chris because they re-released
Kicking
part
and
1.
screaming.
They re-released part 1 in IMAX, and I was like, I never saw it in IMAX. I have to do this. And I was like, hey, babe, if you want to come with me, you can. And you said, sure. So
it was more like,
okay,
you keep telling me that you should see this. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. I'll get it over with.
Yeah, you're acting like I held you at gunpoint. I asked you if you wanted to, and you said sure. So
because you kept
we went.
obsessing over and was just like, okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah. The option was there to say no, is all I'm saying. But, so we get to the theater, and of course we didn't get our tickets in advance, which was stupid, and we totally should have. Because it was a one-night thing. So we realized the only tickets available are for, like, the second to the front row in an IMAX theater.
It was a little bit a lot.
So I could tell, like, before we even went in, Chris was, like, miserable. And I'm like, fuck, this is not going to be great. But I was like, oh, but I think you'll like the movie. I think you'll like the movie. This is primarily because the entire plot of the first Dune movie, half of Chris's D&D characters could fit in the first Dune movie.
Okay, you absolutely not half, because I got 35 or more. But
yes,
the two
I'm saying
main
half.
No, at least 2 of them though,
or at least the ones that end up in the campaigns that I run.
Yes, that I will go with.
Regardless, but we went, saw the movie, got used to being in the second to front row fairly quickly, actually. Timothée Chalamet's face was just very large. And you liked it.
It was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. I succeeded.
I want to know why McBride doesn't like Dune.
You said it was too long, and I can't exactly argue with that.
It's just so long, and
yes.
Ironically enough, I was talking to Vic about this as well, because
it's so long.
Apparently, she
half
likes
of a book.
She thought it was great, but it was just like, it's so long, and nothing
so Victoria
happens.
liked it. So Victoria liked it.
Yeah, she likes it.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is very long for half a book.
Yes.
Because we were driving somewhere and there was a commercial for the second one. Like, we couldn't figure out what it was, and then once near the end when it finally said what it was, I'm just like, oh Christ, I thought it was done. And then she's like, oh cool, yeah, maybe we can go see it. Just like, fucking go ahead.
Hey. She could come with me.
There you go. You go.
They've got an IMAX. They got an IMAX theater that's just opened up in Coquitlam next to us.
Hey, perfect. So there we go.
Honestly, that could be fun because we haven't seen her in ages.
No, we haven't seen. We have seen Victoria. I have not seen Victoria since the wedding.
Yep,
that's true. Yeah.
Every time we see you in person, we don't see Vic.
Exactly.
Which we've seen you in person like
3 times.
3 times since the wedding, I think.
I
3?
think so, yeah.
I've seen them 3 times.
I think it's been
Yeah,
like,
because I went to
twice.
see you to grab something.
Yeah, we went with the drive. They came
So-
out
Yes.
to see me to
Yeah,
get
that's
too.
right. That's right. There was the drive for us as well.
Yes.
3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My hatred of Dune just comes from being a child and go, you should watch Dune, and having it shoved down your throat. All 7 goddamn fucking versions shoved down your
Oh,
throat. I'm like,
God.
this is horrible.
I'm
That's part of-
sorry.
That's part of why I was like, at that point, that was part of why I was so resistant to see it. So like, oh, you should watch Dune because like your characters are like this. I'm like, okay, please stop talking to me about this movie. And,
Oh no,
and
mine
that's why-
was mother
but-
going, oh yes, child Kira. Dune. More Dune. Oh, let's now watch the French version of Dune. I'm like,
That's a
The
really
French
weird.
we own the French version of Dune.
Why?
Don't
That's
ask me
also
why,
like
but
of
we
all
do.
the things to try and get your kid into, Dune is like not one of them.
Devin, I need you to understand. Remember, yes, children. These are babies. I have a movie for you. It's called It. Would you like to
Right,
see
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
It's got a clown.
It's got a pretty
Clowns
clown.
are for children. That's the whole part about that's the whole purpose behind it is that clowns are for children.
That is true.
She finally gave me her logic of getting us all to watch that when we were kids, and I now understand it because it makes sense. She was literally trying to desensitize us to horror, and it worked 1 out of 5.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
fine.
not gonna work.
And like
It worked
also,
for me.
to be fair, maybe it's just me, but I never found the original It scary.
Here's the thing.
Partially just
Yeah.
because Tim Curry was just awesome.
Yeah.
Like
that's
I was
true.
never
You do that?
scared of him. I was like, he's so fucking cool. He
But,
eats
like-
children, but he's so fucking cool.
You do that to a child, and you're either going to turn them into the weirdest, most fucked up person, Kira, or you're going to fucking traumatize them.
Vince.
Like, that's part of why I'm afraid of, like, Muppets and mascots and, like, all of that shit is because Dark Crystal, as a kid.
Oh
Too
yes.
young.
That is a child.
I have never been able to watch Dark Crystal in your presence.
No,
Oh.
fuck those elflings.
I know McBride didn't like it either.
I don't.
It's a wacky.
remember-
It's a wacky
remember
experience.
Yeah, fuck those
Yeah.
little elfling things.
The fucking oh god, the gelflings.
Yeah,
Yes.
like the good ones are scarier than the creepy ones. At least the creepy ones are meant to be creepy.
Yeah, honestly, like the other ones, they were great. The fucking pterodactyl looking
The
fucking
Skex- the
things.
Skeksis?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
like they're not scary because
Yeah.
they're meant to be scary.
They were great.
But, like,
no, it was
the
100%
gelflings are
the
fucking
gelflings.
terrifying.
I had a coworker, and a really
Thank
old
God
like,
somebody else
coworker in
gets
his 60s, who literally looked like a Skeksis.
Oh dear.
It's kind of amazing.
That's
He
hilarious.
he would shuffle around as best he could, and whenever he would like kind of show up or something, he would just go, "Oh, I see you got that thing going on there." He was a weird, creepy old
That's
man.
an odd person.
You
Yeah.
should have thrown hot water on it to see if they were a witch.
I think that's illegal.
Yeah, that's definitely
Yeah,
assault.
you can't do that.
No, just spill some warm water on them.
That's
No, it's really it's that's
Yeah.
that's still illegal.
you can't do that.
Carl, that kills people.
People
God
try
damn
to
it.
do that to me
People.
all the time. You gotta remember where I work, and people actually do try to do that to random people.
it's
Yeah,
true.
that doesn't make it okay.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh.
I am just glad
Bye,
there's somebody
Chris.
else. Oh.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh,
And we're back.
I've returned. But I am just glad that there is somebody else who gets it that the gelflings are the fucking scary ones.
Yeah, no, 100%.
see, I think I was just lucky in that I never saw the Dark Crystal when I was a kid. I saw it when I was like 12 or 13.
That's a
I saw it when I was a little bit older.
Babe, that's still a kid.
I know, but
Preteen.
like I wasn't a small child that was easily impressed. Because the thing is, when I was a kid, the things that would freak me out in movies are the things that wouldn't freak anyone else out, and vice versa. The things that were like meant to be scary, I would never find scary.
Yeah, I'm just chicken shit.
You're chicken shit.
You
Chicken
listen,
shit
I
shit?
stuttered. I have a stutter. You guys know that, right?
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, no, I've got a stutter. I have learned to
Sorry, Midel.
control it.
Ooh.
Mild
It's a very
one,
mild
but
stutter.
yeah, it's more of the ADHD stutter than the
Actual.
Babe,
regular
you've
one.
been dating. You've been living together for 7 years. How the fuck did I not know this?
How did I
Because you
know
just
that?
you've just accepted it as being my normal way of talking, and also I have had to learn how to control it.
Well, there you go.
You learn something new every
If you
day.
actually listen to me talk, you can see that or tell that I have a stutter.
You
So
can hear
good.
the pause more than anything. You
Yeah,
back,
that
bitch?
pause is so that I don't stutter.
Yeah, I got a
back up
buddy
there,
that's
get
like
a
that.
cuddle.
He's had it for eons.
What?
The speech impediment.
Oh,
Who
Yeah.
has?
No, another buddy of mine.
Ah,
Yeah, he's had it ever since I've known him, like fucking 25 years ago.
The fucking
my
tissue.
brothers used to be way more annoying because like he would stop halfway through a word and just be like that at
Yeah,
and I would get so pissed off just like finish a fucking word.
yeah. I had a neighborhood kid that was like that.
Like I don't judge people for it now, but I was a very impatient child and I was very annoyed with him just in general in his existence.
Yeah,
So
I never really paid any attention, but he had two other brothers that just constantly gave him shit for it.
yeah, it's part of why it's funny when I'm around other people who stutter. Like there was this one kid at my old daycare who had a stutter as well, and a very similar one to the one I have, where I am pretty sure it is mostly caused by brain moving too quickly. I think. Oh, Devin has not frozen. And
I see.
whenever I would talk to him, my headphones are talking to me. Whenever I would talk to him, mine would get worse.
Oh,
no.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because like his would start, and then I'm just like, cool, fuck. Now I've got to slow down so that mine doesn't start.
did you guys ever see The King's Speech?
Yes.
No.
No,
It's
mine.
the movie about King George when he becomes king, and
Is
he
that
has
the
a really
crazy
bad...
one?
I mean, they're all
They're
probably a little
all
bit crazy.
Is that the crazy one
no.
that from Hamilton?
No.
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 This is like Queen Elizabeth's dad.
Yeah.
That might be the crazy one.
Nope.
No.
You
That's,
are.
you're-
That's
you're
completely different
200 years off.
time periods. Babe, I'm talking like 1940s.
Well, they can't hear you now.
Oh, but
No, I can still hear. But
Okay.
Okay, so then yeah, the other King George
Yeah.
the second or something.
yeah, King George II.
Okay,
basically,
I'm thinking of
'cause
King
his-
George the First.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
his older brother was king, and then he left because he wanted to marry a woman that they didn't approve of, who's also a Nazi sympathizer, but we won't go into that.
Coco Chanel.
No, I can't remember. Or Wallace Simpson.
Okay.
And so
Different
King
Nazi
George is
sympathizer.
like suddenly becomes king, and he has a speech impediment, and he needs to make a big speech, so he goes and visits this kind of, kooky out there speech therapist, and the movie's about them, basically him learning to control his speech impediment, or his stutter,
Same thing.
and the various
Well.
ways. It's a very good movie, despite the fact that it's total it's totally pro monarchy, blah 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 blah. But it's a good movie.
Huh. I mean, and I mean, yeah, we do romanticize monarchy, but fantasy monarchy is okay. Real monarchy is not.
Yeah, this one is. It's not a movie you go into being like, oh yes, they're definitely going to really criticize the monarchy in this movie. It's like, no, that's just not what they're here for.
If the monarchy is if like a royal is your main character or like your hero of the story, they're not going to criticize the monarchy.
No,
That's not what they're there.
it's
for.
also a British movie
But
made
that's
by a bunch of British
fine.
people, so they're not gonna. It's not. It's gonna. There's gonna be a pro monarchy bent, and that's you take that for what you will.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the British monarchy is mocking its own monarchy right now with who they have as king currently.
Well,
Well, how for how long though?
yeah.
It's ticking, and I want it to tick a little bit faster.
It's gonna be within the next 6 months.
Hoping. Did you realize? Did they see? I gotta find it again. They hinted that he might have cancer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think
Oh no,
they
he
said it
has
outright.
cancer. They've explicitly stated that he has
Yeah,
cancer.
that was like
Oh,
2 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
that's not a hint. That's just
Oh yeah,
he
no,
just straight up has it.
what kind of cancer?
It's like
To me, it's got to be something really bad for them to actually make an actual statement.
is true.
About it.
pancreatic. Probably pancreatic.
It's something there because they stated that it's not a certain kind of cancer while he was getting an exam for that one body part.
You mean the
So
prostate?
it's not that cancer though, which we're all pretty sure it is now. That cancer.
Well,
I'd have to find the article once.
There
Well, no,
is
because that
evidence to
prostate
suggest that the
treatable.
queen had been dead for like months before they actually announced her death. They were like putting like holograms of her in like the royal carriage as it was going out. I'm not saying that
Yeah.
it is like 100% true. I'm just saying it kind of
Yeah, they
sure
were saying
seems
that.
way.
They've been saying that for years and years and years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one feels more like a conspiracy
That-
theory.
Oh, it's
That's a-
100% just a conspiracy
But
theory,
yeah,
but it is a
I'm-
little interesting.
I want to guess that it might be like pancreatic or something because that one is like really.
Here, I found it. The type of cancer has not been revealed. It is not prostate cancer, but it was discovered during his recent treatment for an enlarged prostate. Is the
I mean-
actual released article of BBC News.
Honestly, it could like because isn't prostate cancer like pretty treatable?
Yeah.
So if
but
it was
also,
that
the way they
probably-
worded that made it
Yeah,
sound
it is
more
a
like he has
suspicious.
prostate cancer. It's the most
Oh.
suspicious sentence we could read.
It's a little bit sus.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a weird ass conversation. How did we get here?
How did we get to
Uh,
this? We went from speech impediments to the king's speech to talking about the monarchy
To cancer.
and the cancer.
to cancer.
No, I want to hold your hand. Thank you.
wanna hold
I got a hand.
There it is.
Speaking of queens,
Yep, she came back right for the end.
Yep.
best girl.
Baby. You left me earlier. I was very
Also,
unhappy
I
that
did
you
not
left
lose
me.
any progress on the drawing.
That's good.
Oh, good. Now with our last few minutes, I did set up the game. Would we like to play
I was
the game?
wondering about that.
Oh,
yes.
Quick and dirty version of it.
Let's go.
Kinky.
All right.
Ooh.
For any of you who have never played the game before, I'm sorry for your existence.
You've lost it.
Basic. Get the fuck
Nope.
out.
Glossing past it, moving on.
Get out of here.
All right. Basically, I give our lovely folks here 3 minutes to figure out what song I'm saying from the beginning lyrics, the chorus lyrics, and some random quiz facts in between. And they get a Canadian Hot 100, which we now have a whole new list because 2023. They
That's
get
true.
a
Oh, God,
random
that's
song.
right.
That we do. Random song I pulled out of the bowels of the internet because I'm a horrible human being. And one movie quote for Devin.
Because Devin deserves points too.
Devin deserves a point.
I do deserve points.
So are you ready? Let me get my timer up, but are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Ready.
Alright. We'll, as always, start with the Canadian Hot 100. We were good, we were gold, kind of dream that can't be sold. Go.
Taylor
I've definitely
Swift.
heard this before.
Incorrect.
Billie Eilish?
Nope. Miley Cyrus.
Correct.
Flowers.
Oh yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
I hear that song every goddamn day at work.
That you listen to the
We
radio at
all
work?
do.
No, I don't.
We're customer facing. The radio's always on.
Yeah.
Honestly, of my loop of songs that are on, it's not the worst. And that's pathetic.
Fair.
I turned my. I didn't even really start my timer.
It was like, no, it's familiar. Fuck, what is it?
What's been on the radio this year?
Yeah.
It was number 1 last year, by the way, which is why I picked it. It just took
Yeah,
the
I
top one.
figured,
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm done.
I believe it.
Guys, ready for the song I pulled out of my ass?
Oh
Sure.
boy.
I was nice.
Were you?
You're never nice.
I
What do
can be nice. Look at this cat.
No.
As you
Yeah,
grab
but
it by
not
the
to
face.
She doesn't go anywhere.
I mean, that's true.
All right. I'm waking up at the start of the end of the world, but it's feeling just like every other morning before. That was very hard not to sing for me.
I have no fucking clue.
I feel like McBride recognizes it again. They're doing the
It
thing.
kind of sounds familiar, yeah.
They're
It
doing
sounds
the
familiar,
thing.
but does it sound familiar because it's familiar, or does it sound like familiar because it sounds almost like radioactive? But it's
That's not where I was going, but now that's all I can think about.
Sorry.
You've screwed yourself. You've screwed your teammate over.
Oh, there's no team. There's no teams.
Yeah, well, technically it is. It's you against me.
That is true.
Because if you all lose, I get a point.
Sure.
Hmm.
Do we get a course or any point or points?
You
Give me
have
points
an
for free.
extreme No, I get points for free. Every time anyone asks for points now, I get points.
I meant to say hints.
Fun facts.
Yeah, so
Info.
the
There we go,
genre
that's the word.
is technically alternative rock.
Technically.
The reason I said I'm being nice is the song actually has its own wiki page.
Oh. We're
Instead of I
graced with
just-
a wiki page today.
Yep. And it did not make the year-end charts, but this song did actually make the charts, the weekly charts. And it placed
Okay.
in Canada number 1.
Okay. Can we
But it
have
didn't make the year ones at all, just made the weekly ones.
Can we have a chorus?
You may now have a chorus, yes. I believe the world is burning to the ground. Oh well, I guess we're going to
Nickelback.
find out. It is not Nickelback.
No, let's see how far we've come.
I'm gonna.
Who's that by?
It's not quite the title. But
It's like how far we've come.
Yes, so I will give you that title. Yes, it's How Far We've Come.
Who's that by? Shit.
I don't know who's that by.
Daughtery?
Who?
That's not how you. Do you mean Daughtry?
No. Yes, thank you. I mispronounced it, and yeah.
Well, you have the song, but I can keep.
Daughtery.
Like,
I know. I do actually know it's pronounced Daughtery, but
The song came out in 2007. If you didn't know,
Yeah.
it
Oh,
was
it's that
considered
old.
a single.
yeah, no, that's
Oh,
why.
God.
It's
Okay.
not 3. It's not 3 Days Grace.
No. It's not edgy enough for 3 days.
No, it's not. And who? No, it's not. It's not Snow Patrol. It's not the Fray.
I'm gonna throw a
it's
name
so
out there. It just randomly popped in my head. Is it Yellow Card?
It is not.
Okay. It just randomly popped into my head. Oh dear.
I didn't get a point, but Chris did. It's Matchbox 20.
That's right. Fucking forgot about them.
Yeah.
Because they did. They
Yeah.
also did. What is it? 3 a.m.
Yeah.
That's the more
And
well-known one.
and what was the other song I know? The girlfriend one. Oh, it's gonna bother me till later. But anyway, movie quote.
Yes.
yes.
Now I need to Google Matchbox 20 to know what the fuck song you're
I'm
talking
gonna laugh at this. I mean, you're old, cranky, and lazy. Oh, sorry, I messed up. I mean, you're old, cranky, and lazy, but no way does that make you 75.
Oh shit.
I mean, you're old, cranky, and lazy, but no
Deadpool?
way does that make you. No, it's not Deadpool. That would be funny.
That would be funny.
Oh, I forgot Unwell was by them too. Sorry.
Don't worry, I'm still bothered by that song, but I can't quite go look it up yet.
Shit. What year did this movie come out?
I'm not gonna tell you that.
You're
I'm
supposed
gonna be me.
That means it was recent.
That is correct. I will give you that it is a recent movie, but I will not give you the exact year. It is within the last 5 years somewhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what are you counting as recent? Because what Devin considers recent is a bit weird.
Shush.
I
How
don't know
dare
if
you?
I saw anything.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing this name right, but I will give you that Robert Smigel? I want to say Smeagol when I read his name. Was a voice. Well, I'm going to say a voice in this movie. I don't think it was
Bad guys?
or at least partially animated.
Is it the Book of
not-
Life?
Not the Book of Life and not Bad Guys.
So it's animated?
But it's animated.
There's an animated portion, maybe. I said a voice.
Oh, for heck's sakes.
It's not Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
It is listed as a musical comedy, though I'm going to say no, it's not. I will count it as a comedy, I will not count it as a musical comedy. Though it is listed as such.
That has animated portions
In the last 5 years.
in the last 5 years.
And takes place in Florida.
The fuck movie is this?
This is fun.
Is it Five Nights at Freddy's?
Ew, no.
What?
I don't think that
Yeah.
took place in Florida either.
I don't think it did.
I don't know.
It feels like something that would take place in Florida, though.
It
No,
does
let's
feel
takes
like
place-
it would take place in Florida.
It takes place in Freddy at Fazbear's.
Who else is in it?
Give me a sec, because I'm having a real hard time reading right now, because I'm looking at these names, I'm like, I cannot read this.
We'll never know. There we go.
Okay, thank God that wasn't me this time.
Yeah.
Allison Strong, Rob Schneider,
Oh god, this is not a well-known
What
movie
the
then.
fuck?
If Rob fucking Schneider's in it.
I know
What the hell is this?
Norm of the
Bill-
North?
no,
That's
I
not
don't think that's the
recent.
Well, that's
last
not
5
recent.
years.
But I was like,
Bill Burr as well.
Bill Burr?
The fuck?
What
Oh, there's the
fucking-
timer. You know who wrote the movie?
Who?
It was
Bill
Adam
Burr?
Sandler. This is Leo.
What?
Oh,
yeah,
fuck. I
I
forgot about
never-
that.
What movie is this?
Leo.
Like, did this even
is an
come out to
animated movie.
theaters, or is it like, did it go straight
It was a straight
to...
to. It was a
it was straight
Netflix
to-
release movie.
Yeah, okay.
I don't
Okay.
even. I've never heard of this movie that we're talking about.
It's
ever.
dumb
I-
because I remember it popping up saying, it's like, oh, I think I might want to watch that.
I watched it. I was expecting to sit down for like 5 minutes and eat quickly and go to bed. And I just put it on for noise, and I became fully invested in this movie and cried at the end.
Well, I'm going to have to watch it now.
It's actually worth watching.
I
It's
still have no idea what movie we're talking about.
It's an animated
It's-
movie by Adam Sandler. He plays a lizard
Yeah,
that
he's
is
a-
75
he's
years
a-
old
he's
and
a-
he thinks he's
Oh,
about
it's
to die.
that fucking
And his
lizard
best friend's
movie.
a turtle, and like they live in
Yeah.
a school or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
The school pet movie.
yeah,
The school
yeah,
pet movie.
yeah.
I forgot
That's
about
cool.
that.
Sleep, 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 eat a lot of pooping. Really tempted to go with that one.
See, see that's familiar to me. It's like,
Sleep,
why is
sleep,
that familiar?
sleep, eat
See,
a
I-
lot of pooping.
I don't pay attention to most things that go directly to streaming, so I'm like, yeah. that
But
was-
so
Yeah.
many things are right now, which is hard.
I know,
I
it's
was like,
annoying.
this is probably a good Adam Sandler movie, and my last good Adam Sandler movie, in my opinion, was like Click.
Yeah.
There was one. No, well, actually, it depends if we're
Uncut
talking,
Gems?
Like, Uncut Gems was really good.
I haven't
That's
watched
a-
that one, so I can't judge.
It's not a typical Adam Sandler movie. It was like
It's like, hey, actually, I can act as well as like
like,
not
yeah.
just do funny shit.
Oh yeah, he is actually a good actor. It's just he
Yeah.
does funny shit only now. He
Yeah,
actually knows what
Uncut
he's doing
Gems
at
is
some
like-
points.
Well, Uncut Gems is like if you put Adam Sandler in your like awards movie.
It's like, hey, Oscar bait, but also Adam Sandler's here.
Yeah.
Well, look at that guy. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the game. I got a point in the end. Yay me.
And I did not.
Devin did get a point, but I got a point. I almost got 2 points today. Almost got 2 points. I only got 1.
Yeah. You. If it wasn't for that chorus.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's just an iconic chorus, and it automatically is followed up with "Let's see how far we've come."
Let's see how far we've come. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this podcast. Hopefully, we'll be back to our every week schedule. We don't know. I might die.
we've been
might die.
good so far.
Have
We've
we?
been good.
Just try and keep it going.
We're good bunnies. Anyway, don't forget to lick the buttons. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe. Comment if you actually won the game or not.
Don't cheat.
There's no cheating.
There's no cheating in baseball.
Say hi to Lemon.
No capes.
Oh yeah, don't forget to say hi, Lemon. It's over there.
It's been passed out the entire time.
Google the Major League Baseball pants fiasco.
What? Anyway,
I'll tell you.
yeah,
I'll
so
tell you later.
Lick the buttons. Go over to JKT Gaming, which we are not. We are JKT Radio. Slime's back.
Yep.
You have Pokemon. You don't have Andromeda this week because I've been too ill to record. Banjo's
Farm's
back.
here.
Farms are here. Farms are here.
Huh?
I just had a lot of anger editing last episode's farms.
There's a late spoopy entry that's been uploaded.
Yes,
as
Monster
well.
Prime is back. Which I love how
Monster
you said it's
Porn?
back. Porn. I love how you said that this is technically the second one we've done where the first one never came out either.
I thought it did.
I don't think it did.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check.
We're
I'm
gonna have to
lost.
look.
Yeah.
Anyway, go look at the videos. They're funny. Definitely do check out Monster Prom because that's like almost an hour of just sheer me and McBride fighting
is.
over the same lady.
It was great.
Fighting over a ghost lady. Anyway, well, I'm still upset about that ending. But anyway, bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye bye.